Hey folks, welcome to Hardscrabble Day 2020 online. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you to Historic Red Hook for organizing this event. I'm Annie, the new owner-operator of Nourish Juice Bar.
And I'm Michael, the general manager here at Nourish Juice Bar.
Welcome! So today we're going to be making two smoothie bowls. We're going to be competing for the most beautiful one. I'm going to be making the Rich Witch Super Smoothie Bowl that is on our menu.
And I will be making the Sundae Bowl, which is also on our menu, with a few modifications. I'm looking for something a little bit more treaty and sort of savory.
Awesome, so let's get started.
Let's get started.
Okay, let's grab our blenders. And,
You go first.
okay, so let's start off with half of an avocado. Put that in. Avocados have more potassium in them than banana, fun fact. That's why I love them, and they make your bowls super creamy. So we've got a little nub of ginger. This is excellent for your immune system. I'm going to put 3 leaves of mint in here. That'll settle the tummy. And a big handful of spinach to get our antioxidants and greens in. Okay? Next, for some protein, I'm going to add a tablespoon of hemp seeds. And for my sweetener, I love dates. They are my favorite natural sweetener. So I'm going to put 3 of those in because I have a sweet tooth. I'm adding some green spirulina. Spirulina is a blue-green algae that is a complete protein and considered one of the most nutritious superfoods on the planet. It's known for seeking out the toxins in your body and flushing them out. So we've got a 1/4 teaspoon in there. Let's see, I need my fruits.
While she does that, I can tell you the benefits of fruit, and she's back.
Okay, so we've got pineapple in here, and mango. Woo.
The way we process our fruit here at Nourish is that we get whole fruit, still in its shell, still in its skin, everything, and we first wash it with water and vinegar thoroughly, and what do they call the brush for produce? A produce brush.
There we go.
And then we cut up our fruit and then put it into either Ziploc bags or freezable containers that we then have ready always.
Yeah. All of our produce is always 100% organic. You can count on that here. So I'm going to use organic almond milk. It's unsweetened. I'm going to put about 8 ounces in here. The way we make smoothie bowls is with a lot of frozen ingredients, some superfoods and fresh ingredients, and then a little bit of liquid so that it's super thick, like a soft serve ice cream, and then we top them. Okay, so we've got about 8 ounces of milk. Here we are.
Mason jars are lovely.
Our favorite. Okay, cap it.
So before she blends, I will talk you through my bowl, the Sundae Bowl. We start with, I too have to get fruit.
Sundae Bowl is one of my favorites. It tastes like a pina colada, of course, sans booze, and it's perfect for the summertime if you need a tropical treat.
Similar to the Rich Witch, I will also be using pineapple and mango because, you know, what says summer, even though it's fall? Like pineapple and mango. I will also be using a fresh banana, not a frozen one. We unfortunately ran out today.
Makes it creamier anyway.
Makes it creamier anyway. So here we are. Cracking this bad boy open, dropping it in the blender. Banana skin will go into the compost through the ozone.
Yeah, big thank you to the Ozone and Amelia Laguerre, who is the owner. We get weekly pickups. We produce about 400 pounds of produce waste when we cold press our juice. And Amelia and Shauna and their big muscles come and pick it up weekly and drop it off at our Hudson Valley sanitation site so that we can keep this totally waste-free.
You should definitely check out the Ozone if you want to learn about sort of environmentally friendly
Sustainability Center. It's just what we need in Red Hook.
Yes. Continuing with my bowl, I will be adding a smidge of cinnamon into it because I like cinnamon. It's fall. We might as well get into it. I'll also be adding a tablespoon of turmeric because it's it's very good for anti-inflammatory purposes, and
Makes it great for post-workout.
it's really beautiful color too. I have one date. I'm not that big of a sweet tooth person like my friend here, Annie, so I'll be dumping that in. I do, however, love vanilla. Vanilla is the best thing ever, so that's going in. And we typically try to use just a splash of vanilla because we know it's an overpowering sort of scent and flavor, so trying to balance everything out is good, especially in a smoothie bowl because it has a lot less milk. Next, we're going to be using almond butter. I was introduced to almond butter actually earlier this year for the first time when I first came to Nourish, and have fallen in love with it ever since. I would lick this off, but you gotta look out for kids at home. I will be using coconut milk. Again, I love coconut, and it makes sense as to why this would taste like a pina colada, you know? So I too will be using about 8 ounces. Let's measure that out. There we are. And then I'm going to pour that in. Now, if you're watching, I suggest you turn down your volume because we will be blending, and these blenders are very, very powerful and very loud. So
Shout out to Vitamix.
shout out to Vitamix. So bear with us.
And we use these blender sticks to make sure that all of our frozen fruit is blended into a smooth texture.
Exactly. So ready?
Here we
3,
go. Turn
2,
your volume down.
1, go.
Okay.
Mine goes for a little bit less time because it's one of the newer models, and we're very lucky enough to have one of those here. Yes, we are.
Okay. We're gonna plate these. Here is your blender.
This is the benefit of adding a fresh banana into the smoothie. It comes out looking just super, super, super creamy.
Alrighty, let's pour this guy out. I like mine a little bit thicker, so I'm using all frozen ingredients. Ooh, this is a big smoothie bowl. Okay. So here we have our bases all blended up. As you can see, we're going to stick these in the freezer for like as long as it takes for us to cut the toppings, and so they can be a little bit more solid. Alright, I'll take yours.
In the meantime, I can tell you about our other products here, primarily cold pressed juices. Now, if you don't know much about cold pressed juices, again, brand new to me, so I think Annie will.
I'll tell you about them. Okay, so the awesome thing about cold pressed juice, which is what all of our juices are classified as, is they, a lot of the times when you do fresh pressed juices, you can only keep them for some juicing processes. You can only keep them for 30 minutes and they'll retain all of their nutrient content, or 1 to 2 days. With cold press, we remove 100% of the fiber so that the juice is 100% nutrients, and that will maintain for up to 6 days in a refrigerator. Excuse me. And they're incredibly healing for your body because your body doesn't have to do any extra work to break down the fiber in the produce. So the moment these juices are in your mouth, your salivary glands are able to start metabolizing the nutrients and interpolating them into the bloodstream. So it's just all nutrients in these juices.
If you like more of a treat, I really, really love our line of lemonades. We just started making them a couple months ago, and they have been a huge hit, both with our clients and with ourselves. I like to steal a bottle or two whenever I can. And as we move into fall, we will be kind of moving away from summery flavors and trying to find more of a balance with more fall produce like squash, pumpkin, nutmeg, cinnamon. I could go on for days.
Bringing you pumpkin spice and all organics. Okay, so we're gonna start cutting our toppings. Usually here at Nourish we do banana, strawberry, and blueberry. on top, along with granola, coconut shavings, and chocolate chips. So we just want to make them super beautiful, so we're going to cut these up.
And I'll clean up around our space a little bit.
Do you want to grab the granola too?
Yes, very good idea. Look at that. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Okay. So, cutting up the banana, cutting them in thin slices, about 1/4 of an inch thick, so that they can look super beautiful on top. Today I'm going to be using cacao nibs instead of chocolate chips because I've got so much sweetness in my bowl. Alrighty, we've got our bananas. Now let's go on to our strawberries. Cut them into slices.
Now, are you cutting mine too?
I cut your banana, and you want to cut your own strawberries?
I like cutting my own strawberries. It's one of the benefits of being here. And honestly, like working with fresh produce as much as we do really gives us more of an access to healthier products that normally I wouldn't go out of my way to find. I'm not necessarily the biggest health nut there is, but here at Nourish,
It's hard not to be.
I've transformed my outlook on both health, produce, and just the benefits of everything. Plus, how could you not want a strawberry that looks this good? You see, I'm gonna cheat myself out on my smoothie bowl. I have that for a little snack now. Maybe?
And a quick note,
Quick note.
Quick note, we always wear our masks during work hours when we're producing for you all. But today, since we're producing for ourselves, we're mask free, so we can smile at you. I'm gonna go get the bowls.
Yes. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Saturday and enjoying Hardscrabble Online. It's my first Hardscrabble, and it's definitely been quite an experience watching all the other local businesses go live. It's been so much fun, especially I do have to check out JB Peel and Coffee. I've also learned, sorry, I'm cutting into our process.
Okay, so I'm gonna put 2 scoops of our maple walnut dream granola. We also offer another gluten-free granola. This guy has barley in it, so it is not gluten-free. Beware. You can also replace your granola with nuts, pumpkin seeds, whatever you want, really. Okay, but I love my granola. Okay.
The gluten-free granola too has its benefits, and one of them is that it's actually sweet. Gluten-free products tend to not be sweet in my opinion. I don't have a sweet tooth, so I will be back.
I can't relate. Okay, so for me, I'm going to start with my strawberries. I like to kind of separate them a little bit in my hand before placing them so that I can evenly distribute them. And then my bananas go on.
I like doing it backwards. I like plating my bananas first, just because it helps in keeping that stare effect. I'll show you in a second. The stare effect of the bananas kind of leaning down, and it actually makes a really good wall and support for my strawberry, which haven't eaten a slice. It looks like it won't be enough. Maybe I should go get more. No, I'm all set.
Okay, now I'm going to place my blueberries.
Blueberries are high in antioxidants and make for a great snack, really, anytime.
They are a feature on our menu as well in the Hey Baby smoothie, which is definitely a fan favorite. Kind of reminds me of PB&J. That is made with strawberry, banana, blueberry, cashew, almond butter, maca powder, dates, and almond milk. And that can be made as a smoothie bowl too.
That was actually the first smoothie I had here at Nourish that Amy made me, and that's when I fell in love with almond butter. So go almond butter.
Okay, next we're both going to put our coconut shavings on top. We put a teaspoon of that on top just for a little bit of texture. He loves coconut.
I love coconut, so I've got about a big boy, a tablespoon really, to cover this whole thing with, because it's just, how could you not like coconut, you know? It makes so much sense.
And now I've got my cacao nibs, basically the unsweetened version of those.
We can show you if you hold it up to the camera. That's
My
what
cacao
cacao
nibs.
is. And this is what chocolate chips look like traditionally.
Alrighty.
I'll be using about half of this just because, you know.
Give me those.
Oh, look at that.
I'll put them on here.
Yes.
I
The
love
more
chocolate
the The more the better.
More the merrier.
The more the merrier.
All right, and we're all set.
And
Here are our smoothie bowls.
let's just show you our, oh my god.
Yummy. All right. So now you all have instructions on how to make these at home, and if you don't want to clean up the mess, have us make it and stop by here. We will be open for another week before we close for 1 week for renovation, and post reno we will be able to open our doors for counter service again after being curbside only for about 6 months. We are so grateful to our community for their patience with us, and just can't wait to serve you.
Also be on the lookout for an updated menu featuring our fall additions to our normal offerings. And we're very excited to play with our cold press juicer and see what we can come up with. So far, we've been able to come up with this one juice that has pineapple and jalapeno. That's all I'm allowed to tell you. Boss here wants to keep it under wraps as long as possible, but be sure to check back in once we've had our makeover, and we're so excited to be doing it.
Yeah, we are. And if you can't wait, we'll be here for another week.
And thank you one last time to Hardscrabble and the town of Red Hook and the Red Hook Community Center for organizing this wonderful online event.
Yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in, and happy Hardscrabble Day. Enjoy the reverse parade. We're going to eat our smoothie bowls now.
Have a lovely Saturday.
Bye, y'all.